Late. Yeah, man. One of those days, guys. But happy Friday. I told you guys possibly you guys would see me or don't see me, right? But I guess you guys see me. Here I am with a big content. How have you guys been? Aren't you guys not happy? Friday, payday, weekend, all of that free. Hooray. Yeah, we. Now, guys, sad news, kinda, but possible maybe. Sad news, kinda, but possible maybe. Anyways, guys, let's unpack this content quick and fast. And other more topics that I have to add to this content. But I can't promise you I will stay 30 minutes, not even an hour. But I just want to give you guys a Friday content and keep the channel going. How about that? So you ready for a content? Yeah, I do my best reading how I can and talk about some other things. So I know I'm late, yes, but the better I'm here than I'm not here, yes. So what do I say? Sad news, yes, and maybe, let's get into this and unpack, okay? The Fuguees Michel handed 14-year sentence for illegal donations to Obama re-election campaign. My God. So if this man is, how old is this man? If this man is 52 now, and you give him 14 years now, the man is a little bit shy coming out, almost ready to retire of age if he was working. Could you imagine? And the next question we want to ask, did he have any money saved up after this whole illegal fee and this whole situation from way back? This has been happening like for a couple of years now, people. And they say, oh my, oh wow, 14 years. So what? Jail don't make for dog, I guess, yeah? Anyways, let's unpack. So Grammy-winning rapper, okay, Pras, you can say, some people say Michel, some people will say Michel, okay, of the Fugees was sentenced on Thursday to 14 years in prison for a case which he was convicted illegally funneling. So he was funneling millions of dollars in foreign contributions to the 2012 election campaign of U.S. President Barack Obama. Say who? Barack Obama. Say who? Barack Obama. Say who? Barack. Oh, Obama. Really? So they're gonna come after Obama after this too? Oh, people. Where have you guys been, man? Like, there's so many ish and ashes out here, and I have to be like, people, guys, let's unpack this one. So this man, they claim, was funneling. Yeah? This money, millions, foreign contribution to the 2012 re-election campaign of U.S. President Barack Obama. Make that sit in your mind for a minute now. And not only that, let's kick you down with this one now. The man is 52. So when you give him 14 years, the man almost ready to come out and retire and say, stick a fork in me, I am done. So the next question becomes, did he save all that money or did he save any money after this whole legal ordeal? Oh no. Let's finish unpack this, please, and thanks. I ain't staying long, you know. I'm just coming to give you guys your Friday big bad content. You understand? But nevertheless, Michelle, 52, declined to address the court before U.S. District Judge Colleen Collar sentenced him. In April 2023, remember this case been going on for a while, okay? A federal jury convicted him of 10 counts, including conspiracy and acting as an unregistered agent of a foreign government. Remember they kind of go after this Chinese guy, man saying he was doing all kind of fraud. We'll soon get into that right? He was acting on an unregistered agent of foreign government. The trial in Washington, D.C., including testimony from actor Leonardo. Remember Leonardo DiCaprio? Did end up in this whole nonsense too, you know. The actor. I'm not sure if you guys are following. Are you guys even care for these kind of story? Remember Leonardo DiCaprio was involved in this case as well. He had to go and testify and say, I. Don't forget, all right? U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions, yes? Justice Department prosecutor said federal sentencing guidelines recommend a life sentence. No, sir. Oh, sweet chariot, take me home, take me home. And I'm just being a sarcastic jackass at this point. So the man skip life sentence. It's life sentence for unregistered giving donation to campaign. So how much people out here we hear in the past people getting illegal money running campaign to re-elect or elect or re-elect, and we never heard no lockup of life or no lockup of 14 years. Am I deaf? Am I blind? Am I dumb to certain things? Well, let's continue to unpack. So what was he supposed to possibly get people? Life sentence. Oh, and how many years he got people? 14 years. Oh, my God. And he's 52. Add that part on the pie. Wow. Anyhow, from Michael, whom they said betrayed his country for money and lied, okay, to carry out his schemes. What was the scheme? Helping Obama to re-elect. So how was it a scheme if your black brother say you claim say you have money and you claim say you're trying to help your to have a presidential race to win again for the black community? Remember, majority of people that vote, they claim allegedly they only vote because the man was black. They didn't really vote to hear what the man had to say, because when Obama came in power, the amount of guns that was bought and the amount of black men like sisters, do I need to whisper or do I need to shout it out loud? Kiss me teeth and pass, right? And then not only that, he's the one that went to the army and said, okay, there's too much A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 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 G. People say boogering, people say, but the whole list. I don't want to get into all of that because, you know, those people are powerful now. And, you know, sisters out here working now and running a little thing now. So I don't want the problem now. Okay, so we're gonna skip over that, but you know he's the one who came out here and legalized that and forefront that. Remember that, all of that, and until now we're looking at the president like 400 yets on chariot taking me home. Seriously, and until now, right? And he have left, and now the black man is going down 14 years for helping him running the campaign. Not only that, allegedly, we heard that Obama is also on the list of the Epstein list. Allegedly, don't mix me, don't carry me. I said allegedly, oh, so it's not true, oh, okay? Please and thank you. Anyhow, keep on rolling and keep on going. So he was supposed to recommend a life sentence. Remember, they said the sentence guidelines recommend a life sentence for Michael, whom they said betrayed the country, right? And carry out his schemes. His sentence should reflect the breadth, okay, of all of this, they claim people. All right, give me a second, because I don't want my, you know, I'm really bad at charging my laptop sometimes. Give me a second. I know, guys, really bad. Very unprofessional, but listen up. Yo, when you come home and you're tired and you say, stick a fork in me, you're done, you throw down everything, yeah? Because you only have one life to live, you know, people, and we're only human, you know what I mean? And we gotta be tired at times, man. Sometimes you're tired till all, sometimes if you're not careful, you fall asleep all in your food, bro. And I don't mean literally, but you know what I mean, man. You know what I mean, man. Okay, here we go. All right, guys, good. Now, so, right? So let's get into it. So they claim that the sentence should reflect the breadth of the depth of the crimes, his indifference to risk his country, and the magnitude of his greed, they wrote. Oh my. Defense attorney Peter said that the client's 14-year sentence is completely disproportionate to the offense. Well, I would think this man would have got maybe 8 years probation and pay some fines, but they hit him with 14 years prison term. My God. For illegal, unregistered, this and that. But what did they say? They put America at risk. So when you put America at risk, I guess, then you're gonna pay the price. I guess, okay. Michael will appeal his conviction and sentence according to the lawyer. The lawyer had recommended 3 years prison sentence. Like I said, it's supposed to be at least 3 to 8. And then that man do probation and pay some fine. The last time I checked, but I'm not a lawyer, right? I didn't go to school to be a lawyer. So who am I to say? But I thought, but we don't want to go back and say, when you're black, you stay right back, because then I will be spewing some nonsense on here that people think I'm spewing. But sometimes I got to kiss my teeth, literally. The man is 50 odd, but I'm not saying, remember, when you do the crime, you got to do the time, literally. But I'm just saying, like, people out here doing worse than this and just getting, go home now, do it next, do it again, like a tap on the shoulder, tap on the wrist, go do it again, basically. And 14 years for helping Obama do the campaign, and Obama didn't say zip or come out on this man, nothing, because Obama is maybe saying, oh shit, I'm not the president no more, so they could come and lock me up too now. Remember, nobody don't say from jailhouse, right? Jail is not made for dog or prison. Don't forget. And remember, most of these factories that are not out here making some things out here, they're made in prison. Like the coffin, yeah, the baseball hats, yeah, and the, all of those kind of things, yeah, right? Be mindful, right? A lot of factories that you don't see out here making certain things. You wonder, like, geez whiz, I wonder where these things make. In prison. Right? When man no one pick up trade out here, they go pick up trade in prison and go work for free. But nevertheless, people, kiss me teeth and pass. So what did I say? It was supposed to be at least about 8 years, I guess, in probation. My guess was 8. So maybe I was pushing even my luck, 8. But hear what the lawyer was recommending? 3 years, because the crime is criminal. It worth life sentence, they claim, but most of the time they get off about 8. The last time I checked. Okay. Anyways. The lawyer recommended 3-year prison sentence. A life sentence would be an absurdly high punishment. Like I said, it's just bullshit, hogwash, right? From Michael, given that it's typically reserved for deadly terrorists and drug cartel leaders. What did I say? Michael attorney said in court filing. So the only person you would have give the life in prison would be a deadly terrorist. Right? Because it would be a high federal crime, as almost like a treason crime. So you don't know you have to hit them with the worst. You see what I'm saying? But this Michael guy, Fuguees, 14 years, kiss me teeth, literally, and pass. I'm picking up for him. If you're out here doing ish and ash, well, you should face the penalty. But at the end of the day, other people are just getting off, and he just got the book thrown at him, So yes, he did this crime, I assume. Giving money to make Obama re-elect. And Obama wasn't a re-elect. So the question becomes, are they going to lock up Obama as well? I'm only asking you folks now. Remember, my stories are strange and weird and stuff, and I'm in politics, people, business, sports. We're all over, right? So when I come and ask this question, they may be vague. You may be like, what she's talking about? Oh, what? Yeah, hurry up. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm asking. A lot of people did vote for Obama. People still love Obama, and the whole list on. They throw Obama in ABC group. Them say Michelle is a transgender GGG. They do all kind of things to that man. All kind of things. They claim say allegedly he's on the Epstein list. So the question becomes, are they going to go after Obama since the money did go on funneling to Obama to get millions? Go to Obama campaign? I'm not saying it. That's what the story is telling you. That's what the content is saying. That's what the court is sentencing this man for 14 years to go and give Obama campaign money. I hope you're following me now, because I'm always reading something and I interject, and then I read something and I interject. But I hope you're following. It's called understanding. Okay? Please. Anyways. So I said to you guys, when they're claiming that he should get life, it's only deadly terrorists and drug cartels should get that when they do this type of crime. Not a citizen of America that put his foot up his ass, put his foot in his mouth, and say, oops, I'm trying to help a black brother out by running an illegal campaign or running some kind of nonsense for a campaign. Anyways, so After that, now that's what the lawyer is saying. That's why he's gonna appeal, right? The government position simple. Okay, illustrate just how easily the guidelines can be to produce results and how poorly equipped they are, at least on this occasion, to determine a fair and just sentence they wrote. All right. Michael, a Brooklyn native whose parents immigrated to US from Haiti, was founding member of Fugees along with his childhood friends Lauryn Hill and Wyclef Jean. Their hip-hop band won 2 Grammy Awards and sold tens of millions of albums. Michael obtained over 120 million US from Malaysian billionaire, like I said, Long Teng Zhong. So remember that man, Long Teng Zhong? He was part of this scheme, they claim, and they claim St. Michael went to go do some ism and schism with him, and this man is a target to America. So they claim, when I read it earlier, they claim said Michael basically betrayed his country. So that's why you see they throw the book at him very hard, okay? Michael obtained, here, 120 million US from a Malaysian billionaire, Long Tong Zhong, also known as Jean Long, has steered some of that money through straw donation to Obama's campaign. Okay, Michel also tried to end a Justice Department investigation for low-tempered with 2 witnesses and perjured himself and trial prosecutor said. Law, who also lived in China, was one of the primary financiers of the Wolf of Wall Street, a movie starring DiCaprio. So when you see why you see DiCaprio had to come and testify, he was with this man and all this man caught up in all of this. So that's why you see DiCaprio had to come to court and testify and said, I, because they say he was part of this as well. But he skipped out of it, no charges, nothing at all. Law is fugitive, right? Law is a fugitive but has maintained his innocence. So until now, they haven't catch Law Chong Chong Chong. Until now, okay, guys? Law's motivation for giving Mr. Michel or Michael money to donate was not so that he could achieve some policy objective. Instead, Law simply wanted to obtain a photograph with himself and then the President Obama. Michael's attorney wrote. In August 2024, the judge rejected Michel's request for a new trial based in the part on his defense attorney use an AI program during his closing of the trial arguments. So remember in the past I came and said to you guys, remember that story that I unpacked and I said, guys, there was a hit and run, road rage, I guess it was a hit and run. Some story of that sort that I drop on this content. And they brought the victim, the dead person, voice back or brought him back on an AI something on a trial. Remember that story? Remember that content I came and unpack? I unpack a content, then I insert that topic in it, guys. And I said to you, it's going to make problems for court and it's going to make problems for all over. And there was many other many other situations, guys, where I came and said to you guys, remember there was a judge said that a lawyer came with his AI nonsense and he rejected that. And I said to you, these things are going to happen in court where they're going to bring the AI nonsense and it's going to be a problem. So said, so done, guys. I called it. So right now they said, because they refuse the new trial because the lawyer brought a generative AI program during his closing of trial of arguments. Now, how can you bring AI in a real deal when this man could have got life in prison? You see how lazy these lawyers are getting? Where you going with AI? Oh, Father. Anyways, the judge said that and the other trial errors didn't amount to serious of miscarriage of justice. So the judge is basically saying, nope, the only miscarriage of justice happened was your lawyer brought the AI seriously. Anyways, guys, from there, this man got 14 years in prison, all right? 14 years in prison, guys. So it's disturbing and troubling. All right.
The Fuguees Pras Michel handed 14-year sentence for illegal donations to Obama re-election campaign. Prosecutors had sought life sentence, while defense had recommended 3 years. The Associated Press posted, November 20, 2025, 6:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Grammy-winning rapper Pras Michel of the Fugees was sentenced on Thursday to 14 years in prison for a case in which he was convicted of illegally funneling millions of dollars in foreign contributions to the 2012 re-election campaign of U.S. President Barack Obama. Michel, 52, declined to address the court before U.S. District Judge Colleen Kalarkatelli sentenced him. In April 2023, a federal jury convicted Michel of 10 counts, including conspiracy and acting as an unregistered agent of a foreign government. The trial in Washington, D.C., included testimony from actor Leonardo DiCaprio and former U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Justice Department prosecutors said federal sentencing guidelines recommended a life sentence for Michel,
I
who
told
they
you.
said betrayed his country for money and lied unapologetically and unrelentingly to carry out his schemes.
See?
His sentence should reflect the breadth and depth of his crimes, his indifference to the risks to his country, and the magnitude of his greed, they wrote. Completely disproportionate. Defense attorney Peter Zadenberg said his client's 14-year sentence is completely disproportionate to the offense. Michel will appeal his conviction and sentence, according to his lawyer.
So we really don't want to drag out that part. So we want to go way back in the past, what occurred, because I'm trying to wrap up this live. I'm trying to go about my business, Friday, still got things to do, you know what I mean? So we still got to keep it pushing. But like I said, people, this what happened in the past, and this is how we end up at 14 years, all right? So let's unpack this quick and fast.
Jury deliberations begin today in the conspiracy trial against former Fuguees rapper Pras Michel. The 1990s hip-hop star is accused of helping a Malaysian gain political influence in the U.S. in exchange for millions of dollars. Closing arguments wrapped last week with lawyers for Michel arguing that he was unaware that he was acting illegally. Bloomberg senior reporter Matthew Campbell joins us now from Singapore with more on this case against Michel. Being unaware, as we already know, is not the strongest defense because an illegal action is an illegal action. You also co-wrote an I was just about to give the rest of your. You co-wrote an investigative piece looking into this case called "The Fuji, the Fugitive, and the FBI." Great head.
Remember, the big billionaire guy that gave him the money, is on the run, he's a fugitive right now, and Obama is still out here, and the only person who went down is the man who gave the money. Oh, Father God. Who transferred the money, the middleman. Because basically, the Fuji guy was the middleman. You hear what he said? The man, and I'm just making up his name, just being sarcastic at this point, gave him the money. But the man said, although he's on the run, he gave that boy the money just to take a picture with Obama. Billions, they claim, or millions, they claim. And the money was coming in, funneling. When you funnel something, yes, the money was coming in and go to Obama. Some of it, they claim, or most of it, went to Obama campaign to re-elect Obama. Obama is still out here free as charge. Okay, the man who used to live in China that gave him the money is on the run, the fugitive. And the Fugees guy is only right here out there being fuging by going to jail, prison, 14 years. Yes? They said that, remember, hold on, let me take off this so you guys could see. There's a guy right there. Okay, this is him right there. There's the guy that he got the money from, as you guys could see down there. All right? So it was a big deal. But this guy is saying, although he's on the run, he's innocent, and he only gave the money to get a picture with Obama. Because Obama was a president, and you hardly could get a picture with the president up close. So here a little money, here a little tip. Let me go and take a picture with Obama. But at that time, was that okay for America when it comes to political? Was it all right? No, because basically they're saying you're selling out your country. So they throw the book at him, wanted to give him life, but they said now 14 years. But like I said, if it was other people, they could have got life. Okay? But he got 14 years. The man is how old? In his 50s. Oh my. So let's unpack continuously, please. And thanks, because this is crazy. But nevertheless, let's see if they're going to go after Obama. All I'm asking, all I'm saying. Because if he got the money, and this man go down for it, if you can receive illegal money of that sort, then shouldn't you not go to jail too?
Michel even got involved in this situation.
This is a truly stranger than fiction story, and there are really two buckets of charges. One to do with allegedly illegal election donations to the Obama campaign, and the other to do with what the government says is illegal lobbying during the Trump administration.
You see?
They both stem from Pras Michel's relationship with Joe Lowe.
See?
This Malaysian financier who has himself been accused of orchestrating a gigantic fraud.
See?
So there are these two sets of charges which are very different. What they have in common is this friendship that Pras had with Joe Low, who was kind of a socialite, had lots of celebrity friends around the world, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kim Kardashian.
See?
Pras was one of those, and he's landed in very hot water.
And only this one go down.
There's, he's accused of, there's a situation where it seems like he was paying for access to politicians.
See?
And later on, maybe paying to kind of tip the scales of justice or whatever because he was being investigated, if I got it correct. What is the jury?
That's right.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
The real meat of these charges have to do with alleged illegal lobbying on behalf of Joe Low, this Malaysian financier, both to get the DOJ to stop investigating him,
You're
and
there.
also to do with repatriating a critic of the Chinese government who Joe Low wanted sent back. It's a really complex case.
You see?
So that's a great point that it's really complex. What is the jury going to have to actually decide on?
So that's why they end up now giving him 14 years.
Perspective, certainly according to the Department of Justice, which is prosecuting this case, it's pretty straightforward. Did Pras Michel violate U.S. election laws on foreign donations by allegedly funneling donations from Joe Low to the Obama campaign in 2012? And did he violate what's called FARA, the Foreign Agents Registration Act, by engaging in unregistered lobbying on behalf of Joe Low and on behalf of also allegedly the Chinese government?
So if you don't know, then you know. So I don't really need to finish unpack this, do I? Like, I don't really need to unpack it. I just keep on just saying, I'm going to pack it up, wrap it up. Seriously. So that's what we're all about. So you see what the serious crime this man did? So if he was a different man from a different country, almost like treason. This is a serious crime and he could have got life. So he got 14 years. And he wants to appeal it. I will not appeal it if it was me, because maybe you'll get more life instead. I don't know, man. When you have your hand in the lion mouth, you gotta take time, pull it out. This one is the eagle mouth. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Seriously. So at this point in time, we gotta be mindful, because if he has his hand in the eagle mouth, we gotta be mindful. Like, I don't know. You see how serious this crime is now? Okay, so basically they're saying he's basically trying to help China. And Obama campaign was part of it. So are they going to come after Obama as well? And did you hear? Remember, Obama at the time was running against who? Okay. So Trump out here get everybody locked up and pardoning everybody else that he decides that he wants to pardon. Okay? That's how powerful that man is, seriously. All right? So that's what happened there, guys. So that's what I said, had to come out and say, guys, the Fugees got 14 years. Yeah, the Fuji guy got 14 years, and it's kind of sad because the man that gave him the money, the billionaire that gave him the money, is on the run. He's a fugitive, and the Fuji got 14 years, and Obama is still out here free. So we're not sure if Obama going to be locked up as well. We're not sure. Okay, we're not sure at all. All right. From there, guys. From there, we want to talk about some other things, all right? 1 minute. What can I talk about here now? What? One second. So, let's talk about here. So, remember I said to you guys that World Cup is out here? And read for you guys self. Do I need to read it? So, what happened? Warner, Trinidad and Tobago saved from World Cup shame. TT's defender Deron Payne screens the ball from Ronaldo of Jamaica in their World Cup. Yes? Right there. So I told you guys, big things is happening out here with the World Cup. Are you a soccer fan? Knock yourself out if you are, all right? We're only covering it because it's World Cup, right? So it's World Series, basically. So we cover some of those things because we always say sports. You know what I mean? If you have children, you put them in sport, then you would be like one of those on the field shouting, kick the ball, shout, kick the ball, run around him, take the ball, and the list go on, right? You know how you guys going on in the field now, if you guys believe in some kind of sports. Anyways, from there, we're going to go here. Self-proclaimed minister, religion, okay, forecast death and destruction on Jamaica for the next 7 years, claiming that the former Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller ignored advice. Da da dee da 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 da. So when he said Hurricane Melissa, he said da da dee da da da. Do you believe this man? Or this man should go and sit one side? I am not sure, people. Just come and telling you the business and the story, rather. All right? From there, we're going to go here. Terry Ganzi, Kingston, Jamaica recording artist Terry Ganzi is once again commanding global attention to his revisiting his roots, okay, and want to listen to uplifting listening through music, okay, and he will come with a powerful catalog, okay, guys, to define the golden era of the 90s conscious dancehall. And him say, when you come out here with the spiritual strength, yeah, the truth, the message, and the resilience, nobody can test. So these are the music you want in the dancehall terrain to keep the youth them guided and keep the youth them grounded. Do you agree? From there, we go here. So what did I say? Kingston, Jamaica, Shamar, right? Return, starting lineup as Jamaica Reggae Boys. See? So we saw the situation with the Reggae Boys, they claim, or we saw the situation with the cops and all of these people and the aftermath and the upset and the this and the that and the that. But I always say, sometimes you guys have to have common ground. Sometimes the way how I see some of you guys deal with the officers going to a first world country, you could never there because they maybe would have killed you already, right? At times. So at times the way how we deal with our owners in black people on a whole, no matter where you're from, is disturbing and troubling on a whole. You know what I mean? Like perfect example. Yesterday, it was, it's workplace time and all of these things. So, there's Christmas parties going on from one end to the next, and depends on how it goes. And I went somewhere yesterday with a couple of us, we went starting with our own self, and then we move on to the lunch or the brunch that they were having. Some of us meet up privately, we had our own thing, then we move on to the whole big thing. And when we got there, it was about, sitting down there. And a black guy, I supposed to be the manager. I won't say where the place was, but the black guy who's supposed to be the manager just passed continuously. Just pass. Don't have no respect. And I'm saying to myself, imagine that. So you see people that look like you sitting here and not even a morning, not even a good morning in a white. Basically, the place was like a white establishment. Basically, I'm not gonna hold on my mouth and talk, right? Because places are open to the public, so I'm assuming anybody could walk in. And the way he behaved, I was disturbed. I was troubled. Was I surprised? Nah. Depends on how you were brought up. Depends on how your mom brought you. Because if you see somebody like you, we're not saying people have to say hello, but it's a place where people eat. Where's your respect? Where's your manner? So therefore, your money is not basically welcome. As I was disturbed and troubled, and I'm saying to my foes, like, it's time to go. Don't even buy one more. Hey, yo, listen, it's time to go, man. Because remember, we're supposed to be somewhere else eating already, okay? We just decided to take our little self because we're killing time and do our own thing. That's what we do it for years. And I was disturbed, and I said, look at that. You're not even comfortable with your own skin, your own self. Yeah? So we, the black nation, fight against each other so much, no matter what we're dealing, whether it's customer service, whether dealing with our police, whether we're dealing with all of these things, there's so much hostility most of the time on our part. We don't have no respect for each other. That's why you see, I just want to identify as me out here in the public. I don't try to find myself under no umbrella like African this that that. I try to find myself just, if you know my name, you know me, you know who I am, and I just want to identify like that. Because when you start to mix up these things, African, Caribbean, this, African, this that, this that, and when you look, it's not so. Because the black race basically most of the time don't stick together. The only time now that a lot of people are sticking together is because of disaster and then negativity. But most of the time when it's positivity, nah, man. You understand? So I'm troubled and disturbed. So when we saw the situation with the cops and everybody, I'm like, okay, yeah, the cops could have done better, and then the players could have done much better, because you guys are players and people are watching. Come on. You could go anywhere else in a different country with that kind of hostility and other polices. I don't know. Sometimes we have to. Let's unpack this because I got a Woods. Tiger Woods reunited. 1 second, okay?
Your furnace before winter.
So they claim say Tiger Woods come out here. Remember that ex that chased him? They claim say baseball bat the man crashed and then his career went right down the drain because this girl was a babysitter slash nanny ton wife. Remember that story? Remember that tea and this mogul man that this man is the next lost soul that don't know himself? Remember this guy? Remember the story? It's almost like the guy we saw yesterday. Never know his identity. When black men out here like this lost and don't know their identity, it's so sad. But depends on how you grow them and raise them anyway. You know what I mean? Depends, you know what I mean? Some of them are so lost out here. Like you can't hate someone that look like you or hate yourself. You know, you have to find within yourself and be comfortable with yourself. Oh, and true to yourself. Man, I don't know what would make me change myself and my ability and my looks or anything of that sort to please someone. I don't know, man. That's when I think I lost my records. That's when you would call me mentally ill. That's when you said that, you know what, you know, you really lost it for me to go out here to change my identity or change to see what I look like because I don't know, for some people. Anyways, nevertheless, they claim that this man is reunited with his ex, some sort, right? So we're gonna ball out one more night, baby, baby, one more night, one more night, because I can't without you. Sure. And then want me by my side. Hey, finish it, please, and thanks. Busy. When we're gonna see Busy? If Busy come right now, I go.
It was a hole-in-one. The pro golfer reunited with his ex-wife Ellen Nordegren to watch their son Charlie Woods compete in a high school golf tournament in Florida November 15th. The former couple, who were married from 2004 to 2010, engaged in conversation as they watched the 16-year-old lead his school to victory in the Florida High School Athletic Association Class 1A State Championship Tournament. The outing wasn't the first time the pair, who also shared daughter Sam Woods, had put on a united front for their kids. In December, they shared a warm hug while celebrating Charlie's first ever hole-in-one during the PNC Championship.
So how come when this girl came out and got millions from this man, nobody never called her a gold digger? Wanna remember what she was? She was a babysitter slash nanny ton sleaze ton house ton wife. Remember that story when she was chasing this man, saying this man was basically cheating, almost chased this man crashed, and the whole world turned on. This man was out of golf for a while. For a big while now, and we never come and say that she was a this and that. So that's why I keep on telling you, the people out here who's gold digging and getting money from nowhere and getting all type of money, we just pass and kiss teeth and say, oh well. But some people were not just rightly deserve what they got. People are out here fighting about it. But could you imagine? So if these people can reconcile, if these people can say I, then what about the nation? And remember his story? So I'm just coming to show you guys that people on one speed. All right? Anyways, happy Friday. I gotta run, Like I said, guys, I'm happy it's Friday. How about you? I'm really happy that it's Friday. And I can be happy enough that it's Friday. And so I could go about my daily day. Right? But nevertheless, guys, I just had to come and give you guys a quick content. I am not staying with you guys at all. Friday and I'm real busy. And the faster I go, the earlier I go about my business, the earlier I reach back. You understand what I'm saying? But nevertheless, guys, thank you for stopping by. You did get your Friday content because I said possible. The content yesterday would be your Thursday, Friday content. So you guys are lucky, I would say, rather. And I'm happy to have you guys as always, your host of the most. And at this point in time, guys, I am out and I catch you guys sometime in the week or sometimes on the weekend. Happy Friday. We're free. If you don't got to work for the weekend, if you don't have nothing to do for the weekend, right? Have a peace and a happy full and a blessed Friday and a great morning and a great afternoon, evening until I see you guys again. Bye.